couple of years ago, George Soros and the Tides Foundation came out with a video, you may have seen it, called Stuff. The story of stuff. You can do a search on YouTube, type in story of stuff, comma, full version, and you'll see it. Or you can go to storyofstuff.com. I want to talk about this new video they've come out with. It's called Let There Be Stuff, a spirit-filled response to a consumer-crazed world. If you go to storyofstuff.com/faith.php, Peter, Harry, Paul, you'll see that, but the main point to all of this is beware, stay away from it. This is a progressive attempt at destroying faith in God and replacing that with faith in the earth. I've seen some posters in schools that say, I pledge allegiance to the planet. And as I always say, 90% of truth equals no truth at all. And this video called Let There Be Stuff is a good example of that. There's a lot of truth being presented. For example, certainly you know, we want to do good things for our planet. But learn to recognize the lie that's being presented. And that is, the lie is that the earth, including plants, animals, and so on, is supreme, and man is to serve nature, the planet, plants and animals. And the way they present it, it will make sense. I mean, you know, you want clean water, you want to do good things for plant life and animals, certainly. But they twist it. They twist God's plan. Man is not, according to God's word, man is not here to serve the planet. Man was put on the earth by God to rule the planet, not to rule other men and women, to rule the planet. So, you know, they twist it around saying the earth, plants, animals, and so on is supreme and man serves the planet. God commands the opposite. And what they're doing is at the heart of atheism and secular religion, and is the antithesis of Christianity and Judaism. You know, a good example of this kind of thinking is, and this is factual, in America, you can go to jail for destroying an eagle's egg. But it's okay to kill a baby, abortion. That's everything turned upside down. If you see this being promoted in your church or in your synagogue, do something to stop it. It's targeted specifically at 13 to 18-year-olds. The progressives for the past 100 years or so have been focusing on this. There are certain things you could never do in America. People would never allow it. But if you nudge it gradually along, people will buy into it. And they've done that in the school systems. Go to the children, and in time, you will have changed the consciousness. And, you know, this is all part of the prophecy in God's Word, where He says in the last days, children will be running the households. You know, and I've seen clips of Al Gore, Mr. Global Warming. And again, you know, they're twisting it around as though it's man's fault for climate change occurring. I mean, come on, climate change is a natural occurrence. It goes on throughout all of history, and man has no effect on it. But anyway, you know, they're aiming at the children because that's how they can change it. And I've seen Al Gore teaching in schools, telling children, saying, look, there are a lot of things that you know that your parents don't know, and you have to teach them. I mean, that's pretty sick. So anyway, if you see this, let there be stuff, a spirit-filled response to a consumer-crazed world. Spirit-filled. Yeah, what spirit is that? If you see this thing going on in your church or your synagogue, do something to stop it. And if you want to know what you can do to stop it, go to this website, resistingthegreendragon.com. resistingthegreendragon.com. So that's what I have to say this week. It's a warning. Things are getting crazy. I don't know if we can stop it. God's word says that things are going to get crazy. And here we go. God bless.